This is a lateral lunge into a ramp with a pronation bias. Now you're going to set up your wedges so that way it's sloped down. What that means is there's going to be more pressure on that inner edge of my foot. What I'm going to do to set up is I'm going to start about double hip width apart with both feet pointing straight ahead. I'm going to hold on to a weight, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and I'm going to start with most of that weight on that right leg or the opposite leg that's on the ramp. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend my knees slightly and I'm going to push through the inner arch of this foot to shift into the other hip. And then I'm going to push out of that inner arch with more pressure already there because of the ramp to come back out. So a couple things that I want you to think about is really focusing on that pressure as I push out from that right foot into that left hip. Now when I'm over this left hip, my knee's in line with that second toe and my sit bone is over my heel. So it kind of looks like from an angle that. So my hip is a little bit outside of where my knee is. We don't want to be excessively shifting from one side to the other. So the whole point of this drill is teaching us to shift out of that hip. So I'm staying low the entire time, pushing now in this case out of that left into that right hip. Now I'm heavier on that right foot, push through that right arch, shift into that left hip. What we don't want to happen is we kind of come up through the motion. I'm staying nice and low as I shift across the hips back and forth. You'll do the prescribed number of reps on each side.